The man delicately ran his fingers across the metal frame of the chair, settling on a small black screw. He immediately recognized it wasn't the specific fastener he was seeking. Finding nothing else nearby, he feigned a casual movement, walking to a second chair to resume his search. Suddenly, a look of intense concentration crossed his face. This was it, the exact screw he had desperately searched for even before his incarceration. He had meticulously studied this particular piece for 3 months, believing it was the vital component that would ultimately grant him passage out of the jail. He took a position near the chair, appearing ready to relax, and suddenly extracted a coin from his pocket, beginning the silent task of loosening the screw. However, the presence of another man who had begun staring intently startled him. Mike, as he was known, grew nervous, quickly standing up and retreating from the seat. In this facility, despite appearances, every inch of space was claimed. This chair belonged to a formidable prisoner named Jack. "Sit down, new guy," Jack commanded. "I hear you're something special, and you're every bit as good-looking as they say. Be my pocket, and your life here will be easy. Stick with me, and no one will lay a hand on you." He flashed a dark smile. "Looks like you already have a woman waiting. Don't worry, I have another pocket available." Jack was bisexual, drawn to both men and women. He assured Sam, the protagonist's consistent name, that if he accepted the role of partner, he would be free to move throughout the prison unmolested. Sam, however, was single-mindedly focused on the screw. Determined not to waste any more time and unnerved by Jack's aggressive attention, he quietly walked away. The next day, during the inmates' recreation time, Sam returned to the chair and began unscrewing the fastener once more. His heart hammered against his ribs, aware of Jack's presence nearby. At the final moment, he wrenched the screw free and clenched it tightly in his hand, but Jack witnessed the action. "Give it to me," Jack demanded. Sam desperately wanted to refuse, but faced with Jack's chilling threat, he was forced to yield. He surrendered the screw. It was the only specific fastener of its kind in the entire prison, and Sam needed it at any cost, not for his own freedom, but to save his brother, who was scheduled to be hanged in a month. The following day, when Jack was temporarily absent from his cell, Sam quietly slipped inside to search for the hidden screw. Jack returned prematurely and caught Sam red-handed. Sam immediately abandoned his covert operation, standing tall and meeting Jack's gaze without flinching. "I want to be with you," Sam declared, "no matter what it takes." The screw had come from the bleachers, a common area where racial tensions often flared into fights between black and white prisoners. Sam had tried hard to remain neutral in the racial power struggles, but his attempt to align himself with Jack had now thrown him into the middle of the conflict. Jack decided to forgive him, eager to keep Sam close. But before the essential screw could be secured, a violent confrontation erupted between the black and white inmates. Late that night, while the guards were taking roll call, an unruly prisoner defiantly slipped past the line. The jailer instantly